Well, good morning, dear students. Let us come to the next point or the examples on continuity of functions of two variables. Okay. Let us have one more example. More examples we will see here, and then go to the next point. Let us have example. F of x comma y is equal to x square y square upon root x square plus y square. This is defined when x square plus y square is not 0, and f of xy is defined to be 0, otherwise show that f of xy is continuous at 0, 0. This example is given. Now let us go for the solution of this one. Have we solved this one? Just by using the definition of continuity. Of course, it's an undefined definition of continuity. Okay, how the function is defined? When x square plus y square is not equal to 0, then the function of x comma y is defined to be x square into y square upon root x square plus y square. And at all points or at all the values of x and y where this condition is not satisfied, this condition is not satisfied, at all those points function f of xy is defined to be 0. Hence here try to understood the language of this definition of function. F of x comma y is equal to x square into y square over root x square plus y square. If x square plus y square not is 0, and at all other remaining points or the cases, the value of f of xy is to be 0. And therefore, let us start with our usual case, like epsilon greater than 0 be any given number. Okay. And consider what is to be considered that absolute value of f of x comma y minus f of 0, 0 is equal to absolute value of x square y square upon root x square plus y square minus 0. Now we will let us use the polar coordinates. Okay. Now what we have as far as polar coordinates are concerned, x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, so that what will happen? So that x square plus y square is equal to r square. Okay, and x comma y tends to 0. Okay, then what happens? R will tends to 0. This is what we have by using polar coordinates. Okay. Now, if I use the polar coordinates here, then what I am getting? Therefore, let me write here. Therefore, absolute value of f of x comma y minus f of 0, 0 is equal to what? What is equal to x square is what? R square cos square theta, and y square r square sin square theta, and therefore this is what you can have here: r raised to 4 cos square theta into sin square theta over root x square plus y square. X square plus y square is equal to r square, and therefore the root is nothing but r, okay, which is equal to, let me write here, which is equal to r cube for square theta into sin square theta. Well, now this is less than or equal to r cube. Okay. Why? Because for every value of theta, cosine theta and sin theta, their absolute values are always less than or equal to 1, and hence this thing, all these things will be less than or equal to r cube. Okay. This implies that what r cube I need less than epsilon, and therefore r is less than cube root of epsilon. Okay. And let me call this as one delta. This is our delta, right? And therefore, what we have did, we did declare that for every epsilon greater than 0, okay, we have obtained there exists delta, okay, which is equal to cube root of epsilon, yeah, which is positive, such that what happens? Absolute value of f of x comma y minus f of 0, 0, we have obtained this shown less than epsilon when, or what, wherever, yes, root what, x minus 0 square plus y minus 0 square is less than delta. This is what we have done here in this case. And what this implies, therefore, by the definition of what? Continuity. By the definition of continuity, f of xy is continuous at point 0, 0. This is what we have here as an example of what? Continuity of a function of two variables. Right? Now, this is the example. Let us go for the another example. Well, now let me take the example of a function of three variables now over x plus y plus z minus 1. Okay. This is what we have a function. The function of three variables f of x comma y comma z is equal to x plus y plus z. Instead of this x plus y plus z, let me take square of this one. Okay, and let us try for this one. Okay, where this function is, whether this function is continuous or not. Here, yes, here f of x comma y comma z is a rational function, right? It's a rational function. Okay, of three variables. Okay. It's a rational function of three variables. Okay, and what? And okay, we know that. What I know, we know that rational functions are continuous everywhere. Okay. Rational functions are continuous everywhere or at every point of the region R. Okay, are continuous everywhere in what? In the region. In the region, what we have? Yes, which one is the region? In the region R3. Why? Because being this as a function of three variables, it is to be defined on what? R3. Okay, and we know that rational function is always continuous everywhere. Everywhere at all points it is continuous. When it is continuous, if it is a rational. Rational functions are always continuous. Okay, at each and every point, and hence this is continuous over the region R cube. Okay, but if I can go for the domain of this function, then you will find that, okay, then domain of this function is 1. Here, what is the domain? If x square plus y square plus z square is 1, if value of this one, this quantity is 1, then what happened to given function? Then the given function is not defined, and therefore one should have to restrict upon the points where x, y, z are what? X square plus y square plus z square should not be 1, and hence even though the rational functions are continuous at every point in the region R cube, but the given function is defined except the points which are on this sphere. Okay, x square plus y square plus z square minus 1 is equal to 0, and therefore, okay, except, let me write, except, okay, the points, except the points, that's that one, x square plus y square plus z square minus 1 is equal to 0, that is, okay, that is on the ellipse, yes, on the sphere, not ellipse, on the sphere of radius, yes, 1, and center 0, 0. Okay, and the center 0, 0, 0. Okay. Hence, 1. This is what we have the answer. Okay. Here, function f of x, y, z is defined to be 1 over x square plus y square plus z square minus 1. This being a rational function, and we know that rational functions are continuous everywhere. But region of this rational function, which is of 3 variables, it is R3, and if I look at the domain of this function, then you will find that the domain of the function is a sphere of radius 1 and center 0, 0. Okay, and if the point lies on this sphere, then the function will not be defined. Means what? Except on the points which are outside this sphere, given function is defined, and as it is a rational function, therefore it is continuous on the entire region R3. Okay, except only the points which are on the sphere. Okay. Now let me go one more example so that you can understand how to go or how to test the continuity of given function of 2 variables. Okay. Let us go for the next example. This may be last example, of course, from the first unit. Okay, let f of x comma y is equal to, yes, let me write y square over what, x square plus y square minus y if order pair xy not 0 and is equal to 0 if order pair xy is 0. Okay, show that f of xy, okay, is discontinuous at 0, 0. And this is the example given to us, and we need to show that given okay function is discontinuous. Okay, and we know that what, if you want to show that any function or either function is discontinuous, then what we need, just you need to find out at least 2 paths where limit of that function does not exist or is different along those 2 different paths. And if the limit does not exist, by using the definition of continuity of function, of course, very first definition and condition number 2 in that definition, we can say that given function is Not continuous means what it is? Discontinuous. Okay. Now, therefore, as we know this one, hence let us use the what? Limit along a path. Okay, limit along a path concept. Okay. Therefore, take the path x square is equal to 1. Let me take this as a path. X square is equal to 1. Okay. Therefore, limit x y tends to 0, 0 of f of x y. Okay, this becomes limit x y tends to 0, 0 of f of x square is equal to y. Therefore, here let me directly put this one. Well, x square is equal to y, and hence limit y tends to 0 of this one. Yes, it is nothing but what y square, as it is x square. We are considering it as y square plus y square minus y, which is equal to what happened? This is what you have limit. Let me write once again. Y tends to 0, y square upon 2y square minus y. Okay. And if I have this one, okay, then let me have x square. Therefore, we need not y square. It is what y. It is y because we are considering x square is equal to y. Therefore, this is y square minus y. So that this is what y square, right? Y square only, and it is equal to 1. Well, now this is what first one. Now again, take the path as what? Let us take y is equal to x. Okay, therefore, what happened? Limit xy tends to 0, 0 of f of xy is equal to limit x tends to 0 of y square. But we are considering y is equal to x. Therefore, x square divided by x square as it is plus y square. Therefore, y square is what? X square. Okay. And again, this is what? Minus y. But y is what? X. Well, this is what we have here. This is equal to further limit x tends to 0 of x square upon what? 2x square minus x. Okay. This is reality if I am going to substitute the value of what? Y as what? X. And then which is equal to further, this is equal to limit x tends to 0. Let us take what you have here, x outside, then what is happening here? X square upon x, here is what? 2x minus 1. Okay, now this x cancels with this x, so that what happened? Limit x tends to 0, x over 2x minus 1. Okay, and this is equal to 0. Okay, therefore, what we do here, let me call this as A and this as B. Therefore, from A and B, there are there are different limits along, yes, two different paths, right? Different paths. Okay, and therefore limit what x comma y tends to 0 0 of f of x y. What can you say about this one? This limit does not exist, right? It does not exist. Okay, and as limit does not exist, therefore hence by the definition of what? Continuity. By the definition of continuity, f of xy is, yes, discontinuous at point 0 0. Here in this way, we can show that given function is discontinuous. Okay, and we have used the what limit concept. Of course, limit angle along a path. This is a concept which we know and which we can use to show that the limit of a given function does not exist. Right? Now, this is all about the chapter, or all about the very first unit, limit and continuity, from our paper number 1, whose code number is MT231. Okay, and of course, this is what we have the end of the chapter, and you know, as usual, this is what our symbol to what say that even chapter is completed. Okay, let me summarize within 1 minute that in the limit and continuity of a function of two variable, we have yes, what we have considered. We have considered it as what? First of all, we have defined domain of a function. Then the examples over it one, we have considered some part of level curves. Okay, some level curves definition and examples of level curves we have considered. Then limit along the definition of limit we have considered. Before that, we have considered the definition of neighborhood of a point. There are two types. Yeah, circular neighborhood, then square neighborhood. Next, what we have gone through the definition of limit, which is epsilon delta definition, and then by using the epsilon delta definition, we have gone through some examples. Again, limit along a path, limit by using polar coordinates. Okay, algebra of limits. I mean, what limit by using substitution. Then we have gone through the definition of continuity. There are two definitions. One is what? The conditional definition, which consists of three conditions. Second is epsilon delta definition. And then after that one, analytical definition, I mean epsilon delta definition. After that one, we have gone through one of the criteria, which is important one, that which gives you the relation between the continuity of function of two variable and one variable. What we call it as a theorem. Then converse of that theorem is not true. We have justified by a proper example. And finally, in last two lectures, we have gone through the examples of what? Continuity of function of two variables. This is what we have the first unit, limit and continuity, from our paper number 1. Okay.